Chapter 13, 21, Can be used but unreliable. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. The Moon Festival passed, but Fang Yuan was still moving about outside. He took the initiative to get close to Chao Si Liu, although the latter was angry at his attitude during the Moon Festival. Due to her clan's orders, she was unable to refuse Fang Yuan. Gradually, rumors began to spread. Wu clan's Wu Yihai and Xiao clan's Chao Si Liu were very close and often made trips to scenic spots. Whether it be Wu Yihai, Wu Yong's brother, or Chao Si Liu, one of the three great fairies of southern border, they were no doubt famous people in southern border's Gu immortal world. Their actions soon led to rumors. While Chao Si Liu's pursuers were indignant, they had to admit Wu Yihai was an extremely strong rival. Regardless of everything else, just based on Wu clan's and Chao clan's relations, Wu Yihai had an enormous advantage. Fang Yuan was slightly helpless regarding this. He actually did not want to become famous. It was better to keep Wu Yihai's identity low profile. A pity that the circumstances went against his wishes. Because of Chao Si Liu, Fang Yuan's fame soared in southern border's Gu immortal world. This situation soon influenced Fang Yuan. The number of times someone tried to deduce him, which had just showed signs of decreasing, rose rapidly and even became frequent. It was very difficult to deal with this situation with just Dark Limit Immortal Gamon. Fang Yuan had to often place his aperture down and hide inside his sovereign blessed land. No, the immortal aperture was an independent world, isolated from the outside. As long as Fang Yuan did not reveal crucial clues, deductions would become extremely difficult. Unless someone had clues like those from Connect Luck, or had information that could deduce his specific location. Fortunately, Fang Yuan himself could make use of frequently placing down his aperture in absorbing heaven and earth chi. With the addition of reverse flow river, the consumption of heaven and earth chi was truly huge. Besides placing his aperture, Fang Yuan had to handle Chao Si Liu, while also using Wu clan's channels to get information about Luo Muzi and Lun Fei. It was still not the time for him to make a move. Know yourself and your enemy, and you will never be defeated. Gu immortals had endless mysterious methods. With just slight carelessness, one could fail miserably in carrying out a task. For example, Fang Yuan had actually been able to resist the offense of rank 8 Gu immortals with reverse flow river. Before the battle in Snowy Mountain, who could have imagined such a result? Fang Yuan was cautious. Even if he had a plan to take Luo Muzi's and Lun Fei's lives, he would only start on the plan after sufficiently understanding their details. Afterwards, he would accumulate strength so that when there was an opportunity, he would immediately deal the fatal strike. Only then would the risk be the lowest and it would best suit his interests. Lions used all their strength even when hunting rabbits, let alone Lun Fei and Luo Muzi, whom were not weak themselves. Half a month passed like this. On this day, Wu Yong summoned Fang Yuan. "Brother, I have few tasks here. Choose one of them," Wu Yong said without beating around the bush. "Brother, please tell me. It is my duty to contribute to the clan." Fang Yuan calmly replied. An information path, Mortal Gu, flew out of Wu Yong's sleeve. Fang Yuan took a glance and saw this Gu had 3 tasks recorded. The first task was related to Xuanming Mountain. Recently, someone discovered that in the depths of Xuanming Mountain, there seemed to be the aura of a wild immortal Gu. This information had already attracted many lone immortals to make a trip. More importantly, Yang Clan, a superforce, had also mobilized its members. If the information was true, they could obtain an immortal Gu, which, to any superforce, was a joyous matter of being able to increase their foundation. Wu Clan naturally would not let go of such a good chance. Currently, Wu Clan's situation was normal, neither good nor bad. Under Wu Yong's command, the clan had already stabilized itself. Moreover, Xuanming Mountain was near Wu Clan's territory. Although not inside Wu Clan's territory, it bordered on it. If Wu Clan did not send its Gu immortals for this, other super forces would probably think Wu Clan had weakened. As such, Wu Yong intentionally included, if they could not seize the wild immortal Gu, they must destroy it and could not let it go to Yang Clan. The second task was that Red Dragon River's water level was rising sharply recently. If it was not controlled, it was very likely to lead to a flood disaster. What? If there was a flood, it would be of extreme threat to the nearby living beings. Resources would deplete, and it could even change the surrounding environment. The super forces near Red Dragon River were paying heavy attention to it. A portion of Red Dragon River flowed past the territories of Chao Clan and Wu Clan. They had to send Gu Immortals to inspect the situation and attempt to control the situation to prevent a huge flood. As for the third task, Yi Clan's second Supreme Elder was holding a banquet for his 1,200th birthday. Wu Clan needed to send a Gu Immortal to represent the clan in the banquet and deliver the birthday gift. Yi Clan was a powerful clan. Its headquarters were in Linxi Mountain, which was located in the northeast corner of southern border and was the closest to Eastern Sea. In fact, Yi Clan had all sorts of close connections to Eastern Sea. As for Wu Clan, it was located in the southwest area of southern border. Although it was not at the southwest corner, it was to the farthest south among all the super forces. Such locations determined that the relation between Yi Clan and Wu Clan was always maintained at a good level. Befriend the distant enemy and attack the near ones. This not only applied to the politics and diplomacy of super forces, it was a fundamental principle. Even though many clans were creating difficulties for Wu Clan, Yi Clan had never participated in it. To preserve this layer of relation, Wu Clan had to send a Gu Immortal to Yi Clan's second Supreme Elder's banquet to give well wishes. What do you think? Have you decided? After a while, Wu Yong asked. Fang Yuan nodded. I have thought it through, and I choose a second task. My battle strength is not high. Choosing to go to Xuanming Mountain will probably result in fighting with Yang Clan's Gu Immortal. Yang Clan is specialized in Soul Path, while I do not excel in dealing with this path. Then why not choose the third task? Wu Yong smiled. Actually, your status is the most suitable for this task, because you are my brother. You will be very warmly received in Yi Clan. Fang Yuan shook his head, giving a bitter smile. Brother, spare me. Although it is a birthday banquet, there will definitely be representatives from other super forces. With our Wu Clan's current situation, if I go to the banquet, the other Gu Immortals will definitely create difficulties for me. I won't be able to deal with all of them. My own embarrassment is nothing. But more importantly, I would be losing face for Wu Clan. That would be too big of a sin. Wu Yong laughed. Since you have thought of everything, it will be improper for me to insist. Then let's do it according to your decision. Brother, if there aren't other matters, I will bid farewell. Go, go. Wu Yong waved his hand. Fang Yuan turned around, but when he reached the entrance, Wu Yong asked, Ah, right. When are you going to set off? Fang Yuan turned around, standing close to the door. If Red Dragon River overflows and turns into a calamity, it will definitely cause countless living beings to suffer. I would not dare to be slow on this important matter. I will simply pack up my things and leave shortly afterwards. Good. I can rest at ease then. This matter shall be left to you. You must handle it properly. Wu Yong seemed to be fully confident in Fang Yuan. I will certainly do my best, Fang Yuan solemnly assured, then turned around and left. However, he did not see that after he left, the smile and confidence in Wu Yong's face slowly disappeared. Replacing them was a shade of gloominess. Success. Fang Yuan's heart was shaking with joy, but he showed no expression on the surface. Just like he said to Wu Yong, he packed some things and immediately set off towards the north. He was moving rapidly on his way, but when he had just flown across Yellow Dragon River, Gu Immortal Wu Fa called him to stop. Lord Wu Yi Hai, please slow down. I have new orders from First Supreme Elder. Fang Yuan was laughing on the inside. Here it comes. On the surface, however, he showed a surprised expression. He stopped in the air and asked the quickly arriving Wu Fa. Elder Wu Fa, what's the matter? Oh. Wu Fa heaved a deep sigh, his aged face filled with anxiety. There is truth in the saying, when it rains it pours. There has been an accident over on the Super Gu Formation's end. Ba Clan has been creating difficulties for our clan. Elder Wu Bei, who was stationed there, is injured and is unable to stabilize the situation. Lord, didn't you want to be sent back there? The opportunity is here. First Supreme Elder was mindful of this and decided to swap Elder Wu Bei with you to let Elder Wu Bei return to recuperate his injuries. Lord Wu Yi Hai, You will be back in command over at the Supergu formation. Fang Yuan frowned deeply, looking like he was caught unprepared. How could this happen? As he said this, he seemed to subconsciously glance to the northwest and said with hesitation, but Red Dragon River's issue is quite severe. It needs to be resolved quickly. First Supreme Elder has already made proper arrangements for this matter, Lord Wu Yihai. You do not need to worry. Lord, you need to quickly go and stabilize the situation over there. This is a letter Gu that Lord Wu Yong has personally sent you. You can directly go to Yichen Mountain without returning to Wu Clan. Wu Yifei handed an information path Mortal Gu to Fang Yuyan as he spoke. Fang Yuan received the letter Gu and immediately scanned it with his consciousness. The contents of the letter Gu were naturally Wu Yong's voice, saying a serious situation had occurred on the giant Dream Realm's end and required Fang Yuan to immediately move over there. Fang Yuan gave a deep sigh. Looks like I have no choice but to go. Please make haste, Lord Wu Yihai. Elder Wu Fei looked anxious. Fang Yuan shook his head, glancing towards the northwest once more, before he turned around and flew towards the northeast. Elder Wu Fei kept on looking at Fang Yuan till he disappeared in the horizons. He then sneered as he looked at the northwest. Everyone knew there was a mountain in the northwest, Dapeng Mountain, which was Chao Clan's main headquarters. Elder Wu Fei returned to Wu Clan's Wu Yi Mountain and reported to Wu Yong, First Supreme Elder, the matter has been handled. Lord Wu Yihai is already moving toward the Supergu formation. Wu Yong was current in the study. He stood up straight, his hand holding a brush which made vigorous movements on a piece of paper. He slightly nodded at Wu Fei and suddenly stopped his actions. There were 5 large words written on the paper. Can be used, but unreliable. A long time ago, when I was still young, Mother asked me about my opinion of Chao Clan. I replied with these 5 words. I can still remember Mother's smile very clearly. Wu Yong sighed. It's a pity my brother has not understood this.